Hi everybody, and welcome to IGN's League of Legends Dominion sort of mess around test match. I'm Nick Kolan, and with me is Ryan Scott from GameSpy.
Hello.
Basically, we just loaded into a game. This is our first game since we played it at an event probably about a month and a half ago.
Yep. Well, I should say this is your first game. I'm just watching.
Okay, yeah. So I'm playing.
I'm just observing.
I'm playing. Ryan Scott's observing. We both know League of Legends pretty intimately. I'm playing as
You're already
Sona.
doing well. You're up to level 3.
Excellent. Yeah.
All right.
Oops, why did I choose that twice? That was very stupid of me.
Okay. And you have a giant UI, so I can see you're doing well already.
So
okay.
Already we're good to go.
You clearly know this game. No, okay, I'll quit me.
Yeah. So basically, we're playing on a computer that we just installed it on. We haven't set any of the settings yet.
So let's see.
At this point, I'm sort of choosing items randomly because I keep forgetting that I have a lot more money now in Dominion. You start off with a lot more money. You start off at level 3, and so that kind of completely changes the way you start a match. I'm used to starting at level 1 with 475 gold. You start off with like 1100.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
I should have got boots.
You gotta go.
That's actually the only thing I got. We got about 30 seconds until the game starts. Ryan in true form is flipping out already.
Jeez, you're doing it wrong. So, well, hold on. So for people who are wondering what this is, if in case anybody's kind of not familiar with it, Dominion is a new mode in League of Legends. It's sort of a capture and hold mode.
Yep.
If you're familiar with, say, for instance, World of Warcraft's Arathi Basin Battleground, it's kind of a similar but more fast-paced version of that kind of gameplay mechanic. There's 5 points around the map. You have 2 teams of 5 fighting to capture and hold each of those points as long as possible.
Yeah.
And the more points a team holds, the faster they win, basically.
Yeah, as you can see, the map is kind of a donut shape. We've already got one of our teammates, Ramus. Oh, he's just been killed, so he's gone. I probably should stay away until Vlad gets there. Oh, that's not good at all.
So you're playing. You're playing a support character,
yeah.
which I'm not convinced that's maybe the best choice on this map. But
well, we'll see.
I think big beefy tank characters are gonna have kind of an advantage here, especially with the level
maybe
the level boost at the beginning, and just the fact that they're more durable and death.
That's true.
Doesn't really mean as much here.
But keep in mind, movement speed is much more important in this version of the game because, I mean, you're really rushing around trying to capture points. That's your main goal. Kills and whatnot are just not so important in this game type.
Right.
And that's why, like, heals and things that help you with sustainability, very important because it keeps your team moving around the ring.
Yeah, I guess. Look, you're moving so slow. Those guys are gonna get you. There's 2 of them, Nick. Stop dying.
Let's try this new summoner spell. I just promoted a unit. It's made it into sort of a super minion, and now every time it kills a unit, I'll get money. That's one of the new summoner spells in Dominion. Ooh, it looks like this is
it's
freely available right now. I'm gonna try capturing this point.
It's a remake of an old summoner spell that they took out because it was really overpowered.
Yeah.
But now you're capturing a point. These turrets, if you just walk up to an enemy turret, it'll start shooting you and doing damage. When you right-click to capture it, that sort of inhibits its defense. And there's a meter that ticks down until your team controls it. And your team's got 3 of the points right now.
That's correct.
So you're winning. I believe when your resources tick down to 0, whoever takes down to 0 first is when you lose, or when you.
That's when you lose.
Okay.
You want your resource to stay high. So you'll see a green bar up the top, so where I'm mousing over right now. That's what you want to maintain high, and that's the sort of drain rate is determined by how many points are captured. If you have the majority of points, yours just doesn't drain at all.
Right.
And you can sort of interrupt people's capturing. Oh, what's up? This should be an interesting match because Nunu's not super powerful, but Sona's definitely not super powerful.
I like how he's not running low. He's going to use his ult and kill you, though. Oh. He got out of the way. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I was pretty proud of that.
So now you're capturing a point.
Yep, recapturing our point. It was neutral for a while, so it wasn't really counting towards either side.
And so the way that this mode, at least based on what I play, tends to work out is, I mean, these points get traded very frequently.
Yeah, almost
throughout
constantly.
the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the scores, I mean, there's not much disparity between the scores, and I'm willing to bet that it's going to flip-flop a bit as the match goes on, but it always seems to go kind of down to the wire. It's not one-sided the way that Summoner's Rift can be quite a lot of the time.
The snowballing that happens in Summoner's Rift just isn't sort of as prevalent here, at least in our experience. We've only played 2 games prior to this, but both of them, well, actually one of them we completely dominated, but we were playing against people who were very new.
Right. I would assume that these are people who are more familiar with the game.
Yeah, these are all people playing in the middle of the day. So we're playing in the beta test right now. The beta test is only off-peak. So there's people who either don't have jobs or work from home or are kids or whatever. Oh, it's not good.
Or they're us.
I just promoted a unit by accident. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, or they're us, or they're game journalists who are doing this for a living.
Now, hang on. One thing I'm noticing that is different than what we saw at the launch event is there was no fog of war before.
No, there was.
Was it like this before?
There was a fog of war.
Is dark.
That was always the case. You'll notice that there's no fog of war around the edges. You'll always be able to tell when people are capturing capturing points, but you won't be able to tell when people are running through the middle. That sort of leaves some opportunity to ambush. There are a couple places that are permanently lit up, and I'll show those in a second. I'm just looking for. Let's get some ability power. Yeah. So what should I start building? Let's start building. I think zombies.
We don't have a whole lot.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rylai's would be good just to slow people down. So right now, even though we're almost 7 minutes into the game, it's still almost neck and neck. We're losing by a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty even.
I'm gonna capture this point.
Now they're up on you. They're gonna win. Stop losing. Stop it.
Okay. I'll do my best. Now, something else you'll notice, there's not really a running tally of the kills or assists or deaths of either team.
What happens when you, what does the scoreboard look like?
When you press tab, there is, but you also notice there's another column here that's your score, which is completely different to your kills and assists. It's sort of how effective you've been on this map so far.
Let's see it again for a little bit longer since you're dead.
So it's on here, right here. This is filled in by capturing points, by healing teammates, just basically by doing things that help your team.
So you're right in the middle, so you're doing nearly okay.
Yeah, I'm doing average. So thank you.
You're doing well. This is your main character that you're playing.
This is one of my mains. Yeah, this is your main.
This is probably come on.
This is one of my favorites. Now I'm playing on a capturing computer, so there's a little bit of latency. That's going to be my excuse for when
the joystick didn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I don't do very well here, that's going to be my excuse.
You're doing all right. See, you wouldn't have been able to kill Morgana without you.
That's true. So you're welcome, Nasus. Who we got on each team? I didn't really get a good look.
So you guys got Ranith, Vladimir, Sona, Ashe, Nasus. Enemy team has Xin Chao, Nocturne, Caitlyn, Morgana, and Nunu. Pretty even split on both teams of ranged and melee.
It's not bad. You'll notice that there's no communication happening on my team right now. This is a brand new map. No one seems to really know what they're doing.
You should just yell at them.
I probably will.
Just be like, "Stop failing" in all caps.
Okay.
No, dude. Don't
Okay,
do that.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm very easy to convince.
You have to obey the summoner's code, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I just promoted another unit. Totally gonna get some of that.
See, that seems like a skill that, I mean, there's no reason not to just use it when it's up.
Yeah. And in fact, I'm sure there's probably some strategy as to when it's best used. I don't know it yet. I don't know if anybody necessarily knows it yet. It just seems like whenever it's up, it's never a bad idea to spam it. We're all focusing on kills right now, which probably isn't a good idea. but whatever.
Well, see, you have, well, like Ash is going down there near the bottom of your map to go grab
that
an enemy,
that
capture
point. Yeah.
Point, yeah.
Something we haven't pointed out yet. In the middle of the map, there are runes, which, if you've ever played Dota, they're basically power-ups that you get when you pass over them. There's 3 in total, or 3 special areas anyway. This one over here will heal you, and I think it regenerates your mana as well. Over here, there's a speed buff area. You just sort of run over it and you get extra fast. And in the middle, there's like a special super powerful rune that it just makes you like beefy all around. According to Riot, it should make you win one-on-one against pretty much any champion. And those take a little while to capture. In fact, I'm going to capture it because it seems like no one else is actually going for it. Just to give you some idea of what it does.
Yeah, so there's no neutral monsters on this map. It's just
yeah. You'll notice there's no
buffs
jungle.
are just oh,
ooh.
Well, that Nocturne's gonna kill you.
Or is he? Oh, I'm feared. Yes, he is.
You almost got your highlights. You get golden experience comes much more quickly on this map.
Yeah, we're getting 3 gold a tick.
Experience.
I mean, I'm level. What level am I? 12. I haven't really been.
11 minutes in. That's
yeah.
Pretty crazy.
You also notice at the start of the game we didn't farm any minions. There wasn't any sort of like to and fro laning phase. It was just as soon as it started, everyone sort of went for the throat.
Yep. You guys are gonna lose.
Yeah, probably.
You should capture some points.
But hey, you know what? I feel like a winner, and I think that's the most important thing. Oh, there's Jin Zhao.
You know, somebody once told me when we were recording a video about Dominion for IGN that you shouldn't be focusing on kills. You should be getting points.
Well, I'm capturing.
Who was that, Nick?
I don't know, some guy. But I'm trying to defend our point here.
It is interesting that I mean, instinctually, it seems like most people are just like, let's focus on team fights, which that's not like, that's still important, but you know, I think eventually people will develop the sort of the instinct of like, oh, you know, a bunch of people are busy up top, I'm gonna go down to this bottom point where nobody's standing and just capture it.
Yeah, I think that's. And it'll probably take a little while. I'm going to see if I can capture that middle rune again. Oh, it looks like Nocturne's over there, so he's a little occupied.
So there's 2 now.
Well, one's for one team and one's for the other. Yeah.
Okay. So you can't steal theirs.
No.
Okay.
No, it's sort of designed to be balanced in that way. The top is currently. Oh, it just got captured. Let's see if I can.
You got Nocturne.
Yeah, I saw them coming that way, so I'm gonna stay out of the way here. I'm gonna promote this dude.
Oh,
what's up?
they're after you.
Well, that was a wasted ult.
What you should do is you should run up to an enemy tower where when an enemy's standing, when you have a full creep wave, hit promote and make them think I'm gonna come try to push this in, then run off and go to a different tower. So they'll call their friends up there.
Interesting
be
idea.
like, oh, they're gonna make a push for this. And
Probably too complicated for me to do right now because I'm just manically clicking. Got my Rylai's now. I don't know how useful that'll actually be.
What is this item here?
So this Odin's Veil. This is a brand new item.
This is just for Dominion.
Yeah, this replaces Banshee's Veil, which I mean it's sort of overpowered in a lot of respects because it just completely negates a spell. This doesn't negate a spell. It takes 10%. It just reduces the magic damage you take by 10%.
It stores it, right?
It stores it, and then you can deal it out as a burst of magic damage later, sort of at your will.
Yeah, Banshee's Veil would be kind of overpowered in this mode, like especially if you could just buy it basically right out of the gate.
Yeah.
That's a strong item.
Yeah. You can still get Catalyst Protector, although it may be a little nerfed in this mode because you're just leveling up so quickly, and they're trying to sort of be wary of sustainability.
You just walked into that. You saw Morgana go in there.
Well, I figured I'd try and harass her. That was a terrible idea. I know. I'm gonna try and get this capture point over near their base.
You guys better. What you better focus on doing is capturing all 3 of those points, or you're gonna lose.
I absolutely agree.
This could be the end, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Now, something else you notice. I mean, the game's almost over, and we're 15 minutes into the game. Your average League of Legends match takes how long? Like 30, 45 minutes?
Well, on Summoner's Rift, the 5v5 map.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes on average, I think.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the really long ones will go for like 45 minutes or an hour, which they never should, because usually it's pretty apparent who's going to win, and it's just a slow, agonizing death.
Yeah,
but
and there's always that guy who refuses to surrender and waste your time.
I don't even necessarily think that needs a surrender option. And this game we're recording now is a little bit, based on what I observed, a little bit of an anomaly in so far as the score disparity. Usually it's a little bit closer.
Although,
I'm going to chalk that up to people just not knowing how to play the map.
And also, like, that team doesn't have me on their team. And so I feel like this team has a handicap on it.
Go kill Nocturne.
I'm working on it. I'm not exactly a damage dealer. Oh,
okay, go back. Go kill Nunu.
Doing it. Oh, great. They're back again.
You got Nunu.
Did I?
Yeah. Didn't you hear? You have slain an enemy.
Well, I'm busy trying to promote enemies here. Or promote minions, rather.
Promote enemies?
Yeah. Hey, Nunu. Congrats. You're captain now. You'll notice that minions also help capture these points. So, like, if you've got a big minion wave, you can push a point real fast. And then they sort of vanish. And I guess they come out over there. I guess they'd sort of...
So now you better, what are you doing? You need to go capture, you need to go get points.
Whatever.
You need to go kill Caitlyn.
Doing it. God. Oh, here comes Nocturne.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy just has it out for you. Every time he pops his ult, he comes for you.
Absolutely. He seems like a good character to have on this map because he can just zip straight over to a point. There's like just no sort of downtime for him.
I think I pointed this out the first time that we played Dominion. I think, for example, Teemo would be pretty killer on this map because of his mushrooms, and he's very fast as well.
I'm gonna start stacking some armor. I mean, the game's almost over anyway, so it's not like it really matters what I get. But I feel like Frozen Heart's gonna be good. I think that slows movement speed and attack speed. Maybe just attack speed. I can't remember. But either way, I should probably need some armor.
You gotta go straight over to that point on the right. What are you doing? Ignore that team fight. That has nothing to do with you. See, go get Caitlyn, or well, I don't know, hopefully. Oh, good. Okay, now you can go capture that tower.
So, I mean, the game is pretty much over at this point. Although, to be fair, at the event that we played, we were down to like 6 points, and the other team was probably around 200, and we won because we managed to capture 3 and then hold on to those 3, and then we ended up getting 4, and I think at one point we even had 5, and we just managed to just push back. Oh, the tower's shooting us. That's the other thing.
There's Nocturne coming to murder you.
Yeah, probably.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
You better get that tower.
No. I'm screwed.
Man. Well.
Each of these capture points is a name as well, so you'll, at some point, once you get good at this, you'll be able to sort of say, oh, 3 at drill, or 3 at mine. It's just sort of the same sort of deal as like Arathi Basin, or any other capture point, I guess. Oh man, we're just so gone here.
Yeah.
So I guess this is
that's it.
Yeah, this is Dominion. It's actually super fun, even when you lose. That's it.
Yeah.
So that was League of Legends. Thanks. That was League of Legends Dominion. Hope you enjoyed it. This will be out at some point.
Soon.
Yeah,
in air quotes.
Whenever Riot decides to push it out.
19 minutes.
Yeah, that was fast.
Yeah.
So for more on League of Legends, Dominion, and everything League of Legends, and everything MOBA, and everything else, head to IGN.com.